Now then, before we get stuck into this video, I'm going to show you a few examples of how good this method can be if you can do it right. If you've already seen these videos, just skip through to about 3 minutes in. They're only going to be short examples, and then we're going to get stuck straight into the tips, the tricks and the gear, and how you can catch fish like this yourself. Oh, I can see it staring at it. I can't breathe. Oh, it's there. It's there. Right in front of me. Oh, heart's in my mouth. It's seen it. I can't move it too fast. Got it, got it, got it, got it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, oh my days. Oh my days. Oh, whoa. Oh, I've never had a pike this big. Whoa. Oh, it's massive.
Just here for now.
Oh, I can't believe it.
When I went down there, there was lots of bubbles and I could see some jumping.
Oh, he's pulling a lot of drag.
You got it? Oh my god.
Oh no, he didn't like that. Thanks. Oh, no. So here I've just caught the biggest pike I've ever had. By quite a long way on the Savage Gear snake. I'm absolutely over the moon. Really nice little overgrown section here. Weeping willows. Oh! Oh, bite! Fish on! Fish on! Fish on! Get away from that weed. Oh, he's just jumped. Oh! He's got... Whoa! He's got fight in him yet. Look at the view, look at this view. Weeping willow trees. Oh, he's acrobatic, this one. He likes to jump. He likes, whoa, he's going all over the shot. Let's get him in. Yes! And we've got him. Oh, he's got another lure in his mouth. Look at that. And a trace. Let's get this out of him. What a beautiful pike. From the Lancaster Canal on a Savage Gear topwater snake. Now then, and welcome back to another episode of Adventure Fishing UK. Today I'm going to be showing you the easy way to catch pike. Now, very circumstantial obviously when you're pike fishing. The best way to catch fish one place could be completely different to the other. This is going to be lure fishing, not bait, and this is more specifically going to be catered towards summer and shallower areas of water like canals. Some canals are deep, but if you're thinking a deep canal, then the shallower stretches of it, because even if you're a beginner, even if you're an expert, you might find something in here useful. Now for your setup, you'll need a rod and reel. The rod, I'm using a rigged and ready Predator rod, but really anything will do. Anything that can cast 25 grams comfortably and far. For your reel, I'm just using a standard 3000 fixed spool from Rigged and Ready. You can go for a bait caster, that's fine. More importantly, the line. I have this loaded up with 40-pound braid. You can go as light as 30, or you can go as heavy as 60 if you want, depending on how many snags there are, but that's just my choice. Now at the end of your line, I'd recommend a wire trace, but obviously I'm not using one here, because in my opinion, fluorocarbon traces can be just as good. By fluorocarbon trace, I definitely do not mean standard fluorocarbon. I mean the actual specific trace stuff. This is really thick. This is really, really mega strong fluorocarbon. Just do not use what you can find in a reel, because a pike can break through it, but something this thick, no problem. Now this is the single most important fishing lure you'll need in your whole box when it comes to shallow water pike fishing in the summer. They definitely don't come cheap. You can get them for less than 20 quid, maybe think it's like 16, 17 quid or something, but I'm going to demonstrate to you now the true power of this lure. And even if you're an experienced fisherman, from beginner to experienced, you might not fully understand how effective this lure can be. Now I'm going to fish till it gets dark today, only a couple of hours, but I'm confident on this setup I'm going to catch a fish for you. I'm going to switch over to a wire trace halfway through, but just for the sake of my own sort of learning the differences and how they feel, I'm going to be using a bit of both. Other things you will definitely need, and that's not for your sake, but it's for the pike's sake. An unhooking mat, make sure to wet it before you lay a pike on it. A good set of forceps or pliers, doesn't have to be these are Fox Rage Predator ones, but anything big, longer nose the better, and a good sized landing net. So now you've got all your gear, you can just cast and reel. Now part of the reason why I'm saying to you that this method is so easy and so simple is because unlike a lot of topwater lures, like the frogs for example, this does all the action itself. Look at that coming in there. It's such a nice movement, its whole body sort of twists around, and that is absolutely perfect for attracting fish with minimal effort and minimal skill. As well as just a straight retrieve with this, which is the easiest way to use it. You can retrieve it a bit slower if you know that there's pike in an area. We'll come to how you'll know if there's pike in an area or not a bit further on in the video, but you can twitch, which allows you to move the lure really, really slowly, but get an even better action. And look at that trail it's creating behind it. The pike are going to be able to see that from a long, long way. Now another great tip is don't stay in the same place too long. You always should be sort of staying on the move and finding new places. Oh, there's taking it. Wait. Oh! Oof, I did not expect that because that was so close to the side then. I can only apologise, but that fish had me well and truly flustered. So what happened then was I didn't strike soon enough. But as I'm going to hopefully be able to show you later, you do need to wait for it to grab. You do need to wait for a fish to grab and have a good chew on it before you strike. But then I cocked up. Well, that's how not to do it. Let's try and catch one. The thing is with this topwater snake is the hookup rate is usually exceptional if you know what you're doing, as I clearly don't. So that brings me nicely to my next tip, because I've just found out for myself. Fish it right to the edge and watch it like a hawk. Do not let it fluster you. I am conscious of the fact that I've just made myself look like a right tit, but please bear with me. I'm doing the honourable thing and just owning it rather than editing that bit out and not putting it in. So forgive me. Trust me though. Have trust in my abilities and you will see a fish by the end of this video. If not, I just won't post it. I can see quite a few bait fish down there. Goes without saying, you probably already know. If you're fishing somewhere and you can see the roach and the rudd, etc., and the small perch, it's quite likely there's going to be a pike not too far behind, so it's worth staying in these places just a little bit longer. Always also look for features and structure on the canal, like this is a big old turning circle for the boats. Places like this, just places that are a bit different, under trees, etc., around lily pads. They love cover, so look for it. Look how still this water is. That's good for topwater fishing, because usually I like a ripple on the water, but if you're the thing making the ripple, then it stands out a lot more and draws draws the pike in from further away. Another good tip that can be a real blank saver is if you see a bridge coming up and you're about to turn back, you're about to go home, but there's one last bridge sort of on the horizon of the canal, walk to it and fish it, because they just love bridges. I'll just use another clip from another trip quickly to show you what it looks like when there's a fish interested but not necessarily taken. I'll show you that now. Oh, second cast. There's interest. Serious interest. So what you do in this situation is you can be reeling. If you see something following it, or if it's just been there, stop. Give it a little jerk and maybe just tap, 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 tap on the way back in. Make your snake look a lot more like distressed prey. Now, what this lure essentially is a jointed swim bait that floats, and I've found it to be an absolutely magical combination. I've caught some big fish on this. Just waiting for that one on camera. Oh. Whoa! Did you see that? Oh no, get out of there. Get out of there. He's got me stuck, I think. I don't know if he's still on. I'm getting stung by nettles. And we've got him, come on. Yes. Remember, get your unhooking mats nice and wet. Now, he's not as big as the one that I just had following, but put up a good fight for his size. Nice little guy, smallest pike I've actually had on the snake so far, but still happy to be out catching him. Well, in my book, one pike and very nearly a second, which I very embarrassingly lost, isn't too much of a bad result in about an hour and a half fishing. I really hope you've learned something, or at the very least enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, it really helps me out. Catch you down the road.